Okay, here we are. We've got Khachanov, Shelton at war here. I'm going to keep this score up here while I redo the scoreboard. Khachanov looking to take this to a tiebreaker. Khachanov hits it out. (30-15) let from Khachanov on the second serve. Khachanov with a big forehand. And Shelton responds with a good forehand. And another one. Wow. Shelton firing back here. He was down 5-4 earlier. And Shelton is looking to win 3 games in a row to take this set. Two break points for Shelton to take the first set. Serve from Khachanov. Khachanov saves the first one. Second breakpoint opportunity for Shelton. Serve to the backhand of Shelton. Short forehand for Khachanov. He gets up there and does enough with it to take it to deuce. Deuce. Serve from Khachanov to the backhand of Shelton. Forehand from Khachanov. Lands on the back of the line. Another forehand from Khachanov. Nice forehand from Shelton down the line. That lefty forehand, baby, is going to get you in trouble. Advantage, Shelton. Yes, we're going for Shelton right here, too. Let's go. Yes. I'll comment on that later, MKB. Ball from Khachanov is good. Forehand from Khachanov to the backhand of Shelton. Forehand from Khachanov. Backhand from Khachanov again. Hammering the backhand of Shelton. Does not want to get to the forehand of Shelton. Because something like this might happen right there. Oh. Khachanov breaks through the forehand of Shelton to get it back to deuce. Khachanov gets up to the net, puts a volley away for advantage. Serve from Khachanov is a fault. Hey, thank you all for liking the video. Second serve to the backhand of Shelton. Forehand from Khachanov to the backhand of Shelton. Backhand from Shelton goes in the net. We're going to a tiebreak. Shelton will serve to begin the tiebreak. Now, what was it? Who did Shelton play in the quarterfinals? Oh, de Minaur. de Minaur. Shelton got down early in a tiebreak against de Minaur at one point. I think he had come back to win that one. Serve is a let to the backhand. Not that it matters because it was a let. Wow, Shelton's already at 7 aces. 7 aces. Serve. Back to the forehand, but it's a fault. Second serve. To the backhand of Khachanov. Drop shot volley. No, not good enough. Too much air under that pickup volley. Khachanov starts with a mini break. Khachanov starts off with a mini break. Serve to the backhand of Shelton. Backhand from Shelton to the backhand of Khachanov. Forehand from Shelton to the backhand of Khachanov. Forehand to backhand. Ooh. Short slice in the court to get Khachanov up there. And Khachanov ends up hitting it in the net. Benshelton gets the mini break back. Serve from Khachanov to the backhand of Shelton, who gets it in, barely. Forehand from, oh, that was not necessary from Shelton. He was just hot for a forehand winner and did not need to take that big of a shot. Serve from Shelton is a fault. Second serve to the backhand of Khachanov. Forehand from Shelton to the backhand of Khachanov. Pounding the backhand side from Khachanov. Forehand to the backhand of Khachanov. Just going side to side a little bit. No one player is in too much control. Long rally. And Ben loses a little bit of energy in that rally and ends up hitting a slice in the net. He looked like he just kind of lost energy in the rally. That's all. That's the only thing I can say about it. Serve to the backhand of Khachanov, to the forehand of Shelton. Drop shot from Shelton is good. Khachanov gets up there, but hits it in the net. That was surprising to see from Shelton, but it worked. That was a big risk. It was exactly what needed to happen. All right, Khachanov serve. To the backhand of Shelton. That lands on the back of the line. And so does that forehand from Shelton land on the back of the line as well. Shelton is back even. 3-all. MKB, as soon as this this set is over, I'll respond to your message. But in short, I agree with it. The runner-up is not a loser. Oh yeah, I was trying to be very careful not to call Osaka the loser and the runner-up, but I may have said the loser at one point. Yeah, I mean, making it to the final of a major, not a major, but a huge tournament is certainly nothing to be ashamed of. Serve to the forehand of Shelton. Khachanov up there for a volley, and he can't put it away. Shelton gets the mini break, and now he's on serve. Shelton with the mini break. Serve. Backhand of Khachanov. And that's good for a point. All right. Shelton showing some resilience here. Serve. Is it fault? Serve to the forehand of Khachanov. Forehand of Shelton. Drop shot from Shelton. But Khachanov gets there. That was maybe a little unnecessary from Shelton, but we'll take it because we got the other drop shot out of him. He didn't hit that one as well. Khachanov was ready for it. Shelton does like the ESPN top 10 plays. Serve to the forehand of Shelton, but it's fault. Serve to the forehand of Shelton. Backhand of Khachanov. Backhand from Shelton again. Short for Khachanov. He gets up there. Shelton on the run. And then still on the run a little bit. But he's playing good defense. Puts up a lob. Shelton. Khachanov puts the lob away. 5-all. Shelton running side to side. Man. Oh, man. Serve from Khachanov to the is a fault. Second serve to the backhand of Shelton. Forehand of Khachanov to the forehand of Shelton. Backhand from Khachanov. Man, they're just hitting the ball deep in the court. Forehand to forehand, backhand to backhand. Khachanov gets a ball that he can come in on and hits a winner down the line. That's nice. Shelton on serve here. Serve. Backhand of Khachanov. The forehand of Shelton. Another backhand. Oh, that's a big forehand from Khachanov. He's got a short ball. He's coming in. He's got a volley. He puts away the volley. And he takes the first set. Khachanov does. 7-6, 7-5 in the tiebreak. Woo! We're right back. Had to pop my back. All right. Wow. Okay. So in that set, Khachanov hits 13 winners, 16 unforced errors. Ben hits 15 winners, 21 unforced errors. They both win a total of 42 points. So pretty much dead even as far as, the play is concerned. It's just the clutch points are going Khachanov's way. MKB. Okay, good. I was definitely hoping that, because I do think at some point I said loser, but I wanted to respect Osaka as well. Glad that I gave off that impression. Because, I mean, look, these players, they work so hard to play. We talk about how, it's, I wish I could. If you're a tennis player, you've probably thought this way before. Like, I wish I could, go out there and just play tennis for a living. Well, do you? Because, I mean, they're all over the world all the time. Not really home. It's has its difficult aspects. Answering questions in the media when you've just had maybe one of the worst days of your career, you have to go in front of the media and talk about it. It's got to be pretty tough at points. And they work really hard, and we get to just sit here and watch them and benefit. So, respect to both players, but I would hate to see that speech go, the comments go away from the runner-up, because I think it's a good thing that builds a good, healthy, competitive response. They can't just walk off the court and, F this, F that, F everybody. No, they actually have to stand in front of everybody and say thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for what you've done. And I tried my best. So it's good to have to make public statements. Serve from Khachanov. A drop shot from Khachanov. Ben gets up to it. All right. I got caught up in that little conversation there for a second. Khachanov is up 40-love in his first service game. Let from Khachanov. Serve is a fault. Second serve to the forehand of Shelton. Another forehand from Shelton to the backhand of Khachanov. Forehand from Shelton. Drop shot from Khachanov. Maybe a little too predictable there, but Ben gets up there and he pushes the ball long. Game to Khachanov. Let's take a look and see if and Shelton have played before. They have played before, Ben Shelton and Khachanov. They played this year, actually, in the round of 32 at Indian Wells. And Shelton took that in 2 sets. Serve from Shelton is an ace. Serve to the backhand of Khachanov, who hits it wide. Serve from Shelton is another ace. He's got 9 on the day. Serve. Fault. Second serve is a fault as well. Looked like he tried to go for 2 first serves there. Serve from Shelton is a let. Second serve to the backhand of Khachanov. Short for Ben. Lob thrown up from Khachanov. Shelton hits it, but Khachanov gets it back, but it goes out. All right. Shelton on the board as well. This is a cool big man match because it's actually not just a serving battle. They've had some good rallies. Shelton's dad, Brian, telling Ben to play closer to the baseline. Serve in. And Shelton hits the ball long. Hey, thank you for got 2 new likes on the video. Thank you for hitting the like button on that. Much appreciated. Serve from Khachanov to the backhand of Shelton. Short for Khachanov. He gets up there, puts it away. 30-love. Khachanov, big backhand. Back and forth here. And Khachanov is just not missing the ball. That's tough. Mike. I don't know. I don't know who Ben Shelton is dating. Somebody could Google it for us. I keep getting distracted enough as it is and not calling the match as I should. 40 love. Second serve from Khachanov. Forehand from Shelton. And he hits a drop shot, but that's a bad drop shot. And he knew it. Yeah. Bad drop shot from Shelton. Khachanov goes up here. Ben will serve next. Any breaks? Yes. Both players have broken once in the first set. In the second set, no breaks so far. No breaks. All right. Shelton ready to serve. Fault. Serve to the backhand of Khachanov. It doesn't make it over the net. Serve to the backhand of Khachanov. To the forehand of Shelton. Forehand from Khachanov goes out. 30 love. Serve. Forehand of Khachanov. Shelton runs up to it. Serve volley doesn't work out. Hits it in the net. Serve to the backhand of Khachanov. Forehand from Shelton to the forehand of Khachanov. Big forehand from Shelton. But Khachanov still gets it deep on a defensive shot. Lob from Khachanov. Goes in the court. Backhand to backhand. Short ball for Khachanov. Now Shelton puts up a lob. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Shelton has to feel like he's doing everything right out there at the moment. I mean, Khachanov hitting line to line. He got lucky on a couple of those. 30 all. Shelton serves to the forehand of Khachanov, to the forehand of Shelton. Khachanov slices it back. Shelton rips it down the backhand side of Khachanov. Then to the forehand. Khachanov goes out wide, hits a forehand, and hits it long. Woo. But at the pace of the match and at the way Khachanov is playing, you just felt that that might go in. Khachanov is playing high quality. I think Shelton is going up the line right here on this one. That's a that's a fault. He was going body, though. Oh, let. That was such a great second serve, but it was a let. Second serve to the backhand of Khachanov. Forehand of Shelton. That ball goes wide. Shelton gets another hold. They the line calling thing didn't call the ball out. And so Shelton started looking around like, guys, call the damn thing out. It was out. That's my point. Serve. From Khachanov into the backhand of Shelton. Backhand to backhand. And Shelton hits a backhand cross-court winner. Serve from Khachanov to the forehand of Ben. Slice from Ben. Khachanov. Uh-oh. Don't throw your racket, Ben. You're fine. 15 all. As Ben hits a slice backhand in the net. Serve. Fault. And the line calling system is just not. The line calling is not is not announcing that it was a fault. So the players are having a question, but the umpire says that it was too long for the line. The players are complaining about the players are both complaining about the line calling, and that there's maybe something wrong with the radar. It's fair enough because earlier on the other line, on the game point, it did not announce for Shelton. So the umpire said that on his tablet, there's a red mark that shows the ball is out. So the umpire called the ball out, but the audio did not go off on the speaker. And Khachanov is saying, well, if it didn't go off on the speaker, why is the ball out? The umpire is saying that I see it on the tablet, that it says out. And the first serve was also out, but the umpire gave a different excuse for why the audio didn't work. He said, well, if it's 2 meters out, then the audio doesn't call it out. But that's not true. I don't know why, the umpire is made a weird claim there. So they're saying, the umpire is saying everything is working except for the audio, and the players need to go back out there and play, and the umpire is going to make the calls. Now, before the Fritz and Benshelton match last night, there was an issue with the line calling system. And that's why the match was delayed by like 30 or 40 minutes because of the line calling system. And right now, of course, both players playing for something this big and this huge, they want it to work. They deserve for it to work. Okay, so they've officially called Khachanov's first serve a fault. Well, shouldn't it be a double fault? The umpire gives Benshelton the option to Khachanov to say, because of the delay, you have the option to give Khachanov a first serve and just replay this entire point. Benshelton, great show of sportsmanship, and says, sure, why not? Let's just restart it, hit reset, hit a first serve. It's been 5.5 minutes since the last point. And they test the audio, and it says out in the stands, and the stands erupt in applause. I'm a fan of automatic line calling, but it does suck when it's not working. All right, Khachanov to serve. It's good. Ball from Shelton goes long. All right. That's something tough to get out of your head, though, if you think that maybe there's something up with the line calling system. Serve from Khachanov is good. Khachanov hits a ball in the net. 30-all. Now every ball that lands on the line, I'm nervous about. $30-all. To the backhand of Shelton. Forehand from Khachanov to the backhand of Shelton. That's not a great backhand. He slings that one wide. Serve to the forehand of Shelton. The forehand of Khachanov. Backhand from Shelton to the forehand of Khachanov. Another backhand from Shelton. Backhand to forehand because Shelton's a lefty. Backhand slice from Shelton to the forehand of Khachanov. Neither one of them really has control here yet. Shelton hits a drop shot. Khachanov is there, and he hits it in. Not getting sound? Mike, are you still not getting sound here? Ooh. Hello? Are we good? Do you have sound? Give a thumbs up if you got some sound. Khachanov makes that drop shot. Replies to the drop shot good. Thumbs up if you're getting sound. MKB says audio's A-okay. All right. Alrighty. Yeah, my audio mixer says I got sound coming out the mic. Khachanov up here. That could have been tough if Khachanov got broke there. With the confusion of that game and all, would have been a little, would have been weird. All right. Shelton to serve. To the forehand of Khachanov. Shelton up at the net. And the ball lands right at his feet. He tries to pick it up, but he can't. Serve from Shelton. To the forehand of Khachanov. That goes in the net. 15-all. I wonder why for those of you that were there at the women's match, I wonder why the women's match is so much more popular on YouTube than the men's match. It seems like that's the opposite of what it is usually. Drop shot from Shelton to Khachanov. Oh, those are not smart shots right now. Khachanov is ready for him. Khachanov is being such a problem from the baseline with the forehand and the backhand both. And Shelton is looking for ways to finish points early. The drop shot may not be the way to go. He's got to lock in for those points. Serve is a fault. Second serve to the backhand of Khachanov. He comes up to the net. Serve volley. Another ball at his feet. That was brave, and he wins it. That was just soft hands right there because Khachanov hit a good shot. The serve volley may be the play, but probably not the drop shot. Serve to the backhand of Khachanov. Forehand of Shelton. Backhand from Shelton to the forehand of Khachanov. Backhand from Shelton to the backhand of Khachanov. Another backhand to the backhand. Shelton hits that one in the net. Shelton experiencing some trouble out there. He's hitting against a guy that has pretty much a very similar play style to him. Big ground strokes. Big serve. Oh, that backhand from Khachanov goes in the net. Advantage, Shelton. Shelton does have the movement on his side, though. Serve is a fault. Second serve to the forehand of Khachanov. That forehand flies out. Shelton up. Well, I guess even. We are even here at the National Bank Open. I couldn't tell if Ben had actually listened to the advice from his dad and started staying close to the baseline. Ooh. Ground stroke rally. Shelton ends up hitting the ball out. Thank you all for being here and sticking in. Serve to the backhand of Shelton. To the forehand of Khachanov. Backhand from Shelton goes long. I don't see Ben in the best mental spot right now. He's trying to get some answers, trying to figure something out. But I don't see him in the best mental space. Serve. Backhand of Shelton. Another backhand from Shelton to the forehand of Khachanov. Khachanov cracks it down the line. Ooh. Usually, right, you said the lefty has the advantage, but Khachanov is actually using, it seems like he's using Ben Shelton's lefty shots against him. You know? I mean, it goes both ways, right? Khachanov is the one pinning Shelton in the backhand corner. Drop shot from Khachanov is good. Shelton gets there, but he hits the ball long. 4, 3, Khachanov. Ben looks a little gassed, too. Just if you're a football fan, Anthony Richardson just dislocated his pinky. I get fantasy updates to my watch. Anybody here NFL fan as well? Or strictly tennis? I'm like 90% tennis fan, 10% football fan. Yeah, there's a little change of shirt for Shelton. We're about to hit an hour 40 minutes of time played. All right. Let's see this go to a third set. Shelton, American hopeful. Would love to see a win here today. Shelton hits a forehand winner. Serve from Shelton to the backhand of Khachanov. Forehand from Shelton goes wide. He's just off target a little bit, which of course is his thing. If he's off target, hard to get a win because he's going to continue to go for it until he finds it. All right, rally here. Khachanov staying in the rally, but Ben hitting some big shots until he hits a forehand out. 15-30. Shelton racking up some errors as well. Serve to the forehand of Khachanov. Forehand from Shelton. Drop shot from Shelton. Khachanov's there. Lob from Shelton. He finishes the point. There we go. Khachanov knew what was coming, but wasn't able to handle it. The drop shot lob combo works for Shelton this time. Serve. Fault. Shelton not serving the best first serve percentage that he could, but so be it. Backhand return from Khachanov to the forehand of Shelton. Backhand from Khachanov. Another fake drop shot from Shelton. I thought that was a drop shot for sure. That may have mixed Khachanov's mind up a little bit in that point to where he ended up hitting that backhand in the net. I thought he hit a drop shot, but instead he pushed it long. Serve to the forehand of Khachanov. Shelton staying neck and neck with Khachanov here and letting out some roars as well. Working really hard here. Shelton is. Strong Russian. Is bringing it right back to him, though. Serve from Khachanov to the forehand. Rally we go. Down the center of the court-ish until we go cross-court from Ben. Backhand to forehand from Shelton. Now we get a backhand from Khachanov to the forehand of Shelton. And he lines up a backhand down the line, but he misses wide. Shelton, 15. One of the longer rallies that Shelton is able to win. Long rallies have not been going Shelton's way throughout most of this match. Points won over 9 shots. They've played 19 points that have gone over 9 shots. Khachanov has won 14. Shelton has won 5. Serve to the forehand of Shelton, but it's fault. Serve. Forehand of Shelton. It goes long. 15 all. Man, Shelton would love to get a double fault or something easy from Khachanov, but Khachanov has not given him anything. Serve. Forehand of Khachanov, or forehand of Shelton. Backhand from Shelton. Another forehand from Shelton to the backhand of Khachanov. Backhand from Shelton. He rips it. He goes down the line, and he lets out a roar. Shelton, he's not getting anything easy. It's not going to come easy. He's going to have to take it. Serve to the backhand of Shelton. Forehand from Khachanov to the forehand of Shelton. Cross-court backhand from Shelton. Gets it out ball from Khachanov. Shelton here with 2 break points. Let's go. It has been a long time to get to break points. I don't think he's had a break point in the second set. Serve to the backhand of Shelton, who gets it deep. Forehand from Shelton. On the line, and he gets a break. Shelton gets a break and gets to serve for the second set. He strikes when he needs to. Right there. Woo! Lightheaded. I'm lightheaded and I'm hungry. Are y'all enjoying this? I hope you are. MKB is still here. I'm doing it for you, MKB. What's MKB, what's your name? Unless you want me to call you MKB. You can, what would you like me to call you? Continue with MKB or your first name? It's a secret. All right, I'll call you MKB. No big deal. If you're watching this for the first time, my name's Cody. Glad you chose to stop in here. However long you choose to stay, if it's for the rest of the match or for 30 seconds, come back. We're going to be watching Cincinnati as well Maybe won't do a ton for the. Well, I won't do a ton of matches for the first week of Cincinnati, but I will definitely be there towards the end. I'll put out some news and opinion pieces as well on the channel. Serve from Shelton to the backhand of Khachanov. Forehand from Shelton goes long, though. Serve. Oh. Ben gets a little too tricky for himself. Hey, Thomas from Nigeria. Thank you for watching. That's awesome. Not the right time for a drop shot from Shelton. Big serve. Volley from Shelton. Passing shot from Khachanov. Uh-oh. 3 break points here for Khachanov. Not what the doctor ordered for Shelton. He worked so hard. And now he's about to have to work even harder. And that's a life lesson, my friends. Serve. To the backhand of Khachanov. In the net. 1 break point saved. Serve. To the backhand of Khachanov. Short ball. Shelton gets up to it. And he saves that one. 30-40. That's really cool. Thomas from Nigeria. Serve from Ben to the backhand of Khachanov. Another short ball. He gets up to it, but Khachanov's there. Volley. Khachanov explodes after that. Good job, Ben Shelton. Wow. After making some couple silly errors, he handles business. Serve from Ben. There's a fault. Second serve. Ah. We're not going to speak on that one. I'll leave it up to you to guess what just happened there. Put your guesses in the chat. Serve from Ben to the forehand of Khachanov. Goes in the net. 40-all. Khachanov tightening up a little bit here. Definitely feels like he should have been out of this game. Serve from Ben to the forehand of Khachanov. That goes wide. Ben Shelton set point on serve after almost a disastrous game. He would love to have an ace right here. Where is he going to take this one? I think he's got to go out wide here. Lefty, ad side. He's got to go out wide. He does. To the backhand of Khachanov. Forehand to the forehand of Khachanov. Forehand from Ben to the backhand of Khachanov. Ben Shelton. Forehand. Lands on the line. Khachanov puts up a lob. It lands in. Shelton hits it back. Drop shot. Khachanov is there. So is Ben. Cross court. Khachanov is there, but he can't get the volley. We're going 3 sets. Let's freaking go. Shelton with the courage to hit another drop shot after they have not worked out. He gets it. Khachanov gets up to the ball. Nice. And Ben Shelton says, "Can I get a bathroom break?" Oh, no. Never mind. No, he didn't ask for the bathroom. He asked for the physio. Wow. So in the first set, they won 42 points apiece. In the second set, they won 29 points apiece. It's dead even. 71 points each. And Thomas loves it. Hey, Thomas. MKB here still. Thomas, you're new here. If you like what you're seeing, what you're hearing, would love to have you back here. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. I will be back in about 30 seconds. Thank you. Don't go anywhere. Third set is on the way. Yo. One more set. Oh, yeah. Um, Thomas, I'm not familiar with those players from Africa. Um, I mean, I remember Kevin Anderson from South Africa. He made it to the finals of Wimbledon, but I believe you that they must be very good players. Much love from Texas. All right. Medical timeout over. Shelton's back on the court. We are in a third set. Let's see if Ben Shelton can get it done. Serve from Khachanov to the backhand. Ben Shelton had the medical timeout. I think they just gave him a painkiller. First serve goes Khachanov's way. Spaced out there. Big serve from Khachanov. 30 love. We are just now hitting 2 hours of play. Right now. There it goes. Serve in the net. Second serve. Backhand of Shelton. Hits it down the line. Serve to the forehand of Shelton to the backhand of Khachanov. Backhand from Shelton in the net. Oh. Serve. Fault. Second serve. Backhand of Shelton goes long. Khachanov gets on the board first. Khachanov has been so Shelton definitely did take the advice from his dad to move up closer to the baseline. They're showing a graphic right now that demonstrates that. Serve is fault. Hey, Ghost, what's going on? Mboko went crazy. Fault from Shelton. Forehand from Khachanov on the return. Goes wide. Oh, yeah. Mboko tore the heart out of Osaka. The last 2 points Osaka played, she just gave up. Khachanov had the MT. Oh, Khachanov had the medical timeout? I thought it was Shelton. Because Shelton, I thought I heard that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Shelton. He took some painkillers. Ace from Shelton gets him to 30-15. Good shot. Shelton with a forehand. Goes a little wild. 30 all. Thomas, I think Monfils. Monfils is gonna be my favorite African person of African descent. He's from France, right? But he is black. I would say he's my favorite person of African descent that plays tennis. Is that an okay answer for you, Thomas, or do you want a different answer? Does that count? Because I feel like I got the implication of your question. Serve. Is long. Second serve. To the backhand of Khachanov. To the forehand of Khachanov after that. And, oh, geez. All right. I lost track of the scoring there. Shelton gets that game. My bad, guys. I'll keep as locked in as I can be. Serve from Khachanov is an ace. At the beginning of this tournament, Monfils said that this would be the last time that he came to Toronto. So Monfils is starting to hint at retirement. Probably at Roland Garros next year, I would bet. If he can play at Roland Garros next year, that will probably be his retirement. I would bet. He's not going to do it at the Paris Masters. Double fault from Khachanov. I've seen Monfils play once in person in Houston. Monfils folks are from. Oh, are they from the Caribbean? I did not know that. And Shelton shanks a return into a camera person. Serve. Forehand of Shelton to the forehand of Khachanov. Backhand from Shelton to the forehand of Khachanov. Again, backhand from Shelton to the forehand. And Shelton's the one that changes up the direction of the ball. Hits a forehand. Oh, Khachanov. That was a tired swing there. 30 all. Yeah, it's Monfils is he's got to go into the Hall of Fame, right? Is Monfils the why does Monfils never get thrown into best player to never have won a major? He never won a major, did he? I don't think he did. Monfils has got to be up there with best player to never win a major. In fact, he might be my vote for best player to never win a major. No, he can't. He can't be the best player to have won a major. Not have won a major, but he's at least in that. He's got to be in that conversation, and I feel like he doesn't get thrown into that conversation sometimes. Oh yeah, he had to have made some semifinals. I'm googling this. I gotta. But really, like in Ghost, you're in other tennis streams and stuff, right? Has anyone ever brought up Monfils as one of the best players to never have won a major in one of those streams? Yeah, he made the semifinal of the French Open in 2008, and he made the semifinal of the U.S. Open in 2016. Yeah. He's won 13 career titles, though. Highest ranking, number 6 in the world. Yeah, Ferrer is definitely there. Berdych. Of course, Zverev, CC Pass. They're obviously up there as well. Here's a trivia question. How many people or how many men have been ranked number 2 or better in the Open era? Sorry, we get into that conversation, and now we're at Khachanov 2-1. There's a trivia question for you all. In the Open era, how many men have been ranked 2 in the world or better? Serve. Rally here. Sorry, let me change that. Actually, this stat was the stat that I'm remembering is number 3 in the world or better. My bad. I'm remembering this stat. I don't know the stat for number 2 in the world, but Ghost, you're on the right track. That it is actually rather low. So I'm changing up the question because I remember only one stat. Benshelton's up 40 love on his serve, and he hits an ace for the game. How many men have been ranked number 3 or better in the world? Sorry to switch it up on you, but I had to remember the actual stat that I was thinking. No, it's not lower than 30 for number 3 or better. It's probably lower than 30 for number 2. That's a good stat, though. Khachanov hits a forehand winner to open his serve. For number 3 or better, it's about there's about 50. Ghost nails it. It's about 50, give or take a couple. Nailed it. Think about that. That's out of how many players play tennis. That's so few players over the course of like 70 years. Serve. Khachanov hits a good serve. So, yeah, number 2 or better is probably less than 30, I would think. Serve from Khachanov is a fault. If I would, before I knew that stat, it serve to the backhand of Shelton goes in the net. Before I knew that stat, I think I would have guessed a lot higher. I probably would have guessed, like 100 or 150. I don't know why, but I would have been way off. I was trying to make a video about Tsitsipas at one point, and his I stopped making it because it just depressed me too much to make it. And sometimes the videos, I feel like with negative input, which is all that we can talk about with Tsitsipas right now, people don't like him as much. He interesting. The 200, yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. But it's sports. It's something totally different. I think I don't know. It's hard because the players can only get paid as much as people are paying attention to them and watching them. Right? I mean, that's why the pay is different for women and men in on tour. Like who I just don't know how they could get paid more. No, Tsitsipas is actually not dating Badosa anymore. So yeah, it is all around depressing. Serve from Ben is a fault. At least the most recent news that I saw as I was researching the Tsitsipas video, they had broken up. Oh, shank from Khachanov ends up flying out. 15 love. Um, yeah. I was making a video on Tsitsipas, and obviously, Tsitsipas was at number 3 in the world for quite a while, back and forth. Um, so it got me curious to look up a stat. How many people have been ranked number 3 in the world before? 30 love. Because Tsitsipas has obviously had an amazing career, but like Goran said, he's distracted and he's not prepared, and he's too busy tweeting, if you ask me. Yes, Ghost, technically. You can try. I don't know if she's going to respond to your DM though, or if she even has it. I won't stop you. Serve. It's a double fault from Shelton. Serve from Shelton is a fault. Second serve to the backhand of Khachanov. Forehand from Khachanov in the net. They are neck and neck here. Serve. Backhand Forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand, forehand. Forehand from Khachanov in the corner. Short ball. He gets up to it. What happened? They're saying it's a double bounce because Shelton did put up a lob on Khachanov's big shot in the corner, and it went in, but Shelton was scrambling there. Yeah, on a... Well, Ben was playing really far back. How can you tell right there? How can you tell? It is a double bounce. Yeah, it was a double bounce. Yeah. Shelton was playing real far back. They may not be able to see it with the resolution on the uh, screen they're watching, but oops. Serve. Forehand of Shelton to the backhand of Khachanov. Forehand from Khachanov to the backhand of Shelton. Backhand from Khachanov to the forehand of Shelton. Cross court from Khachanov. Shelton kind of bails out of that point a little bit. Not necessary. Wonder where his mind was at for that shot. Where was his head? Serve to the... It's a fault. Doesn't matter where it was. Serve to the backhand of Shelton. Forehand from Khachanov to the backhand of Shelton. That's been the go-to right there. Khachanov has been the one able to pin... Whoops. Has been the one to pin Shelton in the backhand corner. A lot of unforced errors off of the backhand from Shelton. Serve to the backhand of Shelton. Forehand of Khachanov. Backhand from Shelton in the net. We are neck and neck here. Neck and neck. Oh. Very surprised that there's not more people that are interested in the Khachanov Shelton match. But glad that y'all are here. This makes it worth it. Somebody's here checking it out, watching. Everybody loved to watch the WTA match, which fair enough. It was Mboko. She was going crazy. We had a we had a lot of people for the Demonor Falkina match. Whatever. It looks like we got a guys' night in here, is what we got. Shelton to serve. I wish I had a beer. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Backhand of Khachanov. Backhand from Khachanov goes in the net. Serve. Forehand of Khachanov. Goes long. 30 love. Big serve from the racket of Shelton. Serve. Fault. Second serve. Backhand of Khachanov to the forehand of Shelton. Khachanov puts up a lob. Ooh, nice forehand from Shelton. Good to follow it in, too. Oh. That happened to it a little bit earlier. Here. Thank you for telling me. 40 love. Serve from Shelton. Ace. No. No, it wasn't an ace. Shelton walked off. I walked off too. Serve. Forehand of Khachanov. Short ball. Shelton gets up to it, but hits it in the net. Serve. Fault. Second serve to the backhand of Khachanov. Forehand of Shelton. Backhand from Khachanov to the backhand of Shelton. Backhand from Shelton, though, good for a winner. Woo! All right. This was the point at 4-all that Shelton broke in the second set. Backhand from Khachanov to the backhand of Shelton. Backhand from Khachanov again to the backhand of Shelton. Khachanov has won 11 points on his serve in a row. So Shelton's got some work to do to make this happen. Serve is a fault. Second serve is a fault. 15-all. 11-point winning streak on his serve is over by his own doing. Serve to the forehand of Shelton. That goes out. I think that we may see a tiebreak. Serve. Forehand of Shelton. Backhand of Shelton. Rally down the middle a little bit. Oh my gosh. Khachanov has been smoking that ball all night down the line. He just handles it easy as hell. Easy. It was right in his zone. Khachanov smacks it down the line for a winner. Serve to the backhand of Shelton. Forehand from Khachanov again. Drop shot from Khachanov. Shelton gets it. And he puts up a lob that's not very good. It was just a very short lob. Did not get enough on the ball. Was it even an attempt at a lob? Let me see. Oh, yeah. He did try to hit a lob, but he didn't have much time to react. Khachanov gets the game on a serve. Takes care of business there. Wait, why'd this score mess up? It's 5-4. 5-4. All right. Khachanov has been the more steady on the serve. All right. Oh, Ben Shelton looking to stay in the match here at 4-5. Khachanov. Khachanov probably should take some risk here. He's serving very well. Super G tennis. Thinks Karen Khachanov is going to win. Serve. 15 love. He is the better player throughout the match. Khachanov is. But you do have to be built for this. Closing a match out is also not easy. Whoops, that's not correct. 30. So you're right. Khachanov can't get tight. Serve from Ben. Oh, that serve lands on the baseline. Oh. Big second serve. 176 kmh's. 40. What is that? Yeah, 109 mile an hour. Second serve. 176 looks a lot better. Or 175. Serve. To the backhand of Khachanov. Forehand from Ben. Another forehand. Short slice in the court. That was a good shot. Easy hold. Hey. Atera. Icardi. I'm going to call you Icardi. Thank you. Hey, that's awesome. Thank you for the kind words. Subscribe to the channel, please. We'd love to have you back here. Serve to the backhand of Shelton. Backhand of Shelton again to the backhand of Khachanov. Ben on the run. He's still running. Khachanov up at the net with an overhead. Hits that overhead. That overhead is going into the stands, baby. Khachanov is good for a point. Would love to have you back here for more matches, Icardi. We're going to be here for Cincinnati as well, of course. 30. Love. Khachanov off a good serve. I think this one has got to go to a tiebreak. Serve is a fault. Second serve to the backhand of Ben. Back and forth here. Khachanov with the backhand. It's a good backhand. Short ball. That was a good backhand. Cross court from Khachanov. It put Ben in a lot of trouble. He had to reach for a defensive shot, and the defensive shot flies out. Serve. It's a fault. Second serve on the way. To the forehand of Shelton. That's a big forehand. He just takes a rip at it because why not? Volley from Shelton. Khachanov puts it away. All right. Shelton is going to come out and try to take it to a tiebreak. Who do you think is going to take the match? Are you going for Benshelton or the Russian Karen Khachanov? I'll pronounce it correctly for once in my life. Khachanov. Although there's something in me that just wants to say Karen, because Khachanov is just easier for me to say, but Khachanov. This the stands look a little the fans have been a little flat throughout this entire match. I will say. They don't seem to, you know, they're paying to be there. Mboko, baby. What a goat. Did she do something funny? Shelton serves to the forehand of Khachanov. That ball from Khachanov goes wide as Benshelton comes up to the net. He very nearly took that volley on, but wisely lets it go wide. Serve. Oh, that's nice. That's just sick. 30. Ace number 14 for Benshelton in the books. Serve. Ace. Well, team, we are 99% chance going to a tiebreak. Serve to the backhand of Khachanov. That goes wide. Final set tiebreaker right here. Khachanov will start the tiebreak. Who do you have? Oh, Mboko. You were saying Mboko is gonna win the match. Is that what you're saying, MKB? I'm going Shelton. I can't betray him now. Benshelton for the win. Fault from Khachanov. Second to the forehand of Shelton. Forehand from Shelton again. And Khachanov hits it in the net. Oh, I got to reset this tiebreak. Shelton gets the mini break. If Mboko was out there, yes, I'm going Mboko all the way. But I can't betray my people here. I chose Shelton to win the match. I got to continue. Serve from Shelton is good for a point. Shelton's got the mini break, and he holds it with a serve. But the world, oh, the world, it changes so fast. Serve is a let. I just can't believe that Ben's arm can just hold up for how much punishment he gives it. That's my worry for him out throughout his whole tournament or throughout his career. Serve, ace. That's my concern for Shelton throughout his career is how he swings so hard at every ball and how well will his arm hold up for a 10, 15-year career. However long it is. Up a mini break. Khachanov to serve to the backhand of Shelton to the forehand of Khachanov. Backhand from Shelton sliced deep. Khachanov takes a forehand down the line. Shelton playing high percentage tennis down the middle of the court. He eventually hits one long. Khachanov on the board. Serve. The backhand of Shelton. Forehand from Khachanov. Oh, Ben almost had a... Ben almost had an amazing pass there. But he does not. And now he's still on serve. This match is still in his court. Serve. Fault. Second. Backhand of Khachanov is good. That's a good shot. Khachanov hits it out. Oh. Khachanov losing a little bit of nerve there. Icardi. There's no way to subscribe. I don't know. I don't know about that. Whatever you choose to do. Follow, subscribe, like the video. Whatever you need to do. Thank you for being here. Anyways, come back again for some more matches. Serve from Shelton to the backhand of Khachanov goes wide. Shelton 2 points away from his first Masters 1000, proving to everybody that he can do it. He is here. He can win tournaments. 22 years old. We've been watching him for 2 years. He stood in the shadow of Alcaraz and Sinner. Nice forehand winner from Shelton, and he lets out a roar. He lets out an absolute roar that may have just broken the heart of Khachanov. Oh, buddy. Ben Shelton has arrived. The confidence. Championship point. Fault. Second serve. To the forehand of Shelton. Oh, he just tries to... he just tries to hit a winner. Because why not? He's got 3 set points, game points, whatever you want to call them, match points. They're championship points. That's what he's got. Serve. To the backhand of Khachanov. Khachanov in the net. Ben Shelton, congratulations. You are a Masters 1000 winner. Two tie breaks. There you go. There you have it. Ben Shelton does it. He smacked himself in the face trying to wake himself up because he thinks he's probably living a dream. He just went. That's what he did after he won. That's an interesting celebration dance, but, you know. And it goes up to meet his team. Goes to hug his dad. He just said, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Wow, wow, wow. What an amazing moment between Ben Shelton and Brian Shelton. What a moment. Shelton makes it to the semifinals in DC, and he makes it here to the final and wins it. Amazing. Thank you all for coming here and watching with me. Awesome. Very good. Well, there you have it. Toronto, Montreal. We have two new champions in the mix. Two young champions, 22 and 18 years old. Amazing. Amazing. Absolutely, MKB. Max, thank you for being here. Thank you for anyone that was here. I am going to sit here and watch a little bit of the award ceremony, but you're welcome to stay here. I'll finish it out with the award ceremony, just to do it properly. Crazy. Oh, next up, Cincinnati. And these were two huge tests. These were two huge tests for Shelton. He did not have easy matches to get here. He had to play Demonor in the quarters. That one was really tough. That one tested him tremendously as far as consistency and making sure. But it was a ball that he should have. It was not a ball. Sorry, it was a match that definitely on paper should go his way. But if he had played silly, if he had played, not lockdown tennis, he would have lost that match. But he did really well. Oh man. Ben Shelton is the winner here in Toronto. We're going to watch the awards ceremony in just a moment. So if you're here checking in for the first time, that is where we're at. We're going to watch the awards ceremony and then we'll peace out. Uh, so four men this year have been brand new Masters 1000 champions. Okay. Ben Shelton is going to go up one place in the rankings to number 6 in the world. All right. Little interview for Ben here. He said he's clutch. He's persevered. Oh yeah, Max. I'm definitely gonna be commentating on matches in Cincinnati. Probably not a whole ton for the first week, but I will be in the second week. For sure in the second week. Oh boy. But it's been fun getting to know you throughout this tournament, Max. Thank you for being here as much as you are. All right, getting ready for the award ceremony. Of course, they'll introduce all the suits and ties. I don't know who this guy is in the suit. Probably maybe a tournament director, something like that. Hey, you're super active. What you've seen a lot of the streams, Max. So I mean, is there anything what do you like most about the streams so far? And is there anything that you think we could do better? I want to find another way to show the stats that sometimes doesn't get ahead of the score that I'm showing, but I don't have a good website to go to yet. They're introducing everybody. Okay. Hey, if you can't think of anything, that's good too. All right. Khachanov getting acknowledged here as the runner up. Very tough for Khachanov because he has been such a solid player for so many years. Really tough to see him lose this, but I'm never gonna. I would never root against an American. I'm I'm gonna want an American to win. You know, that's just kind of the way she goes. All right, Khachanov to give a few comments here. He's played a lot of tennis. Khachanov did have a 3-setter with Zverev. Khachanov saying a lot of kind words to Ben and Ben's family. Ben Shelton did have a moment of very good sportsmanship with Khachanov, so Khachanov doesn't have a reason to think badly of him. Khachanov, he's very eloquent. He's got a lot of. Khachanov's got a lot of nice words to say. If you're just checking in here, just saw somebody come in. But if you're just checking in, we're finished with the match and watching the closing ceremony. Khachanov is giving his comments here at the end. He's saying a lot of nice words about Ben and his family. Thanks the crowd. It is the biggest crowd that Toronto has experienced. Throughout the 12 days, they had like 217,000 people come. So they actually had a record number of people come to this tournament. The previous record was 175,000 people. And Ben Shelton being acknowledged here. He's about to come up to the podium and receive the trophy. It's cool. It looks like the trophy's cool. It looks like two like Cartier bracelets weaved together, and it's got a ball in the middle. It honestly, they look like Cartier bracelets. If y'all know what, if you're familiar with the brand, I don't have anything Cartier. I'm not wealthy. Oh. He's acknowledging. Ben is acknowledging Khachanov. Shelton recognizing that he squeaked by in this match. Khachanov was the better player throughout most of this match. Shelton got it done, but by the skin of his teeth. And interesting that Shelton understands that at this moment, right? It would be very easy for him in this moment to think, "Oh, it's all me, it's me, it's me." But some humility there. So let's take a look here at this, okay? You can see how we don't want remote jobs. We can see just how good Khachanov was playing throughout this match and why this match very easily could have gone Khachanov's way. So Khachanov here on the left, he is the blue. Benshelton is the red in the stats. Aces. Benshelton kills him. First serve percentage, pretty similar. A lot more double faults for Ben. First serve percentage, good. Here's the difference maker right here. But Shelton ramped up the winners later in the match, but for most of the match, this was all Khachanov. These came pretty much in the third set. But a lot of unforced errors. Both of them have 6 break points. Look at how close this thing is. Total service points, 1. 78 on 108, 72 on 101. And there you go. Shelton wins 1.1 mil. Crazy. Man, Shelton has got a lot to say too. I don't think I would be, if I was in this position, I would not have this much to say. He must have practiced something. Taking the ball, kids. That's funny. Ben Shelton's kind of funny. He apparently the ball kids have a policy that they're supposed to try, if on a serve, the ball kids are supposed to try to catch the ball out of the air off the bounce. And Ben Shelton is acknowledging some of the ball kids. He's like, I know I hit some of those serves about 140 miles an hour, and a couple of you were able to catch those balls. That's impressive. And yeah. Very awesome. All right. We're done here. Thank you for coming by, watching the video. We'll be here for some Cincinnati matches. Until next time, thank you for watching. I'm out.